Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you for joining me once again for yet another book review. As you can see, I decided to come outside again and give you just a little bit of a different scenery. I'm going to try and do that a little bit more, see if I can go to some different locations and give you a little bit of a better view besides my one wall in my house. I thought I'd start this video off with some minutes, okay? So first, let me say thank you for clicking on this video. I appreciate your views, your likes, your comments, your shares. I definitely appreciate those things. First order of business is to give you an update um, of the interview about me. Now, that is still pending. Our schedules at this time are not aligning, unfortunately. So, hopefully, in the near future, that will get done. I am strongly advocating for before the end of this year. Okay. Um, we both have jobs and families and whole slew of other things. So sometimes it is kind of hard to carve out that time for just doing that. So hopefully it will get done in the near future. So just hang tight with that. I didn't get very many viewer questions, so at this point, I'm anticipating that it's probably going to be a very short interview anyway. So we shall see. Not that you are all dying to know much more about me, right? I mean, you just want to hear about the books. I mean, I get it. Okay, I get it. The other order of business is to say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to the new subscribers. Some of you I cannot see because you have chosen to remain private. So obviously I can't see you. I don't know who you are. But I still appreciate you subscribing to this channel and I hope you are enjoying the content. And so those of the newcomers that I can see, there is Raven Williams. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. There is Bailey Smith. Thank you so much. Crystal Davison, Sharon, Carol Wong, and Kaylin Seymour. I might have pronounced that wrong. If I did, I apologize. Those are some of the people that are listed as subscribers. So I just want to give you a shout out and say thank you so much for subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Tell your friends, tell other people that you know that are book lovers or people that are interested in books and just don't know where to start. They can come on over and look through my Rolodex of videos and find something that may pique their interest. So I really, really, really do appreciate all those that have subscribed. And I hope that you are enjoying the content and adding things to your to be read list. There are some comments to respond to. One is from Pebble Walker, which commented, "Hi, cousin. Thank you for the review. I am getting both books today. Love ya." I do believe that was on the audiobook of Miss Jennifer Lewis that I did. Now, I had to think for a minute, like, who could this be calling me cousin? Because nowadays, everybody wants to be related. And I'm just glad I wasn't called auntie. But it did dawn on me who you were, though. So I do know who you are, Miss Walker. And yes, cousin, get her first and second book. As I said, I listened to the audiobook, which gave me performance level Jennifer Lewis, and I'm sure you'll feel her just the same by reading the physical copy of the book. So love you right back. Then there is Aramis Ruddock, who commented, "You're welcome. So glad you enjoyed this." And that was a comment under the video Under the Harrow, which was a good reading suggestion, and gained my faith that this author could write a book I enjoyed. I had read another book that this author wrote, which I did do a review on that book as well. And I did not like that first book all that much. But this book, Under the Harrow, pretty much renewed my faith in this author, providing a good, entertaining book. Then there is Damien Plesson. Might have pronounced that wrong. Sorry. Which commented, Mo is really Mecca's son. I'm not sure if you were correcting me or putting it out there because I didn't say it in the review. If it is a correction, thank you. Appreciate it. Get me together, okay? If you said it because I left it out in the review video, I do that on purpose sometimes. I leave out details so the reader will have some nuggets of surprise when they actually read the book if they choose to. I try to give you enough information for you to know a little bit about the book, but try not to go too overboard to give the whole book away and then there's no point in you reading it because I done told you everything. So I just want to give the viewers kind of an overview of the book so it could pique their interest, so that maybe they'll pick it up and read it on their own. And then there is Alicia Nguyen commented, despite the chickmunk voice, I'll check this book out. And okay, so that was a little experiment. Um, I had a comment that said I needed to stop talking like I was slow. So for the one good time, I sped up the pace on the audio, and that was what it came out sounding like. Okay, so I thought it was hilarious. I don't know. I'm not a fast talker, so all I can suggest is that you speed up the pace on your end to like a 1.5 or a 2. But I'm glad that you're interested enough in picking up the book for yourself. If you've read it already, what did you think about it? And also, I have entered your book suggestion into the vase, okay? And then lastly, another author commented on the review for their book. I mean, okay, so when I get these, I am ecstatic, okay? And I just can't believe it. Can't believe out of the probably hundreds or thousands of reviews that they find my little old review and comment, okay? I absolutely love when authors comment. So yes, Dice by T.N. Baker. Okay. So now I had to look up what the author's like full name was because the comment came from Tanisha Baker. I think that might be how they pronounce the first name. I was like, it just says thank you, which is perfectly fine. But I was like, well, who is that? 'Cause why would they just say thank you? Like, okay. So yeah, I had to go do a little Googling, and well, imagine my delight to confirm it was the author leaving the comment. So man, that was the highlight of my day. I had no idea how you found this review, but thank you so much for creating your work of art, and I can't wait to see what you have next. And let's see what's new. Okay, so I figured out how to make shorts. So check those out. I have uploaded a few. As of right now, they are snapshots from my previous early on reviews. I'm working on creating some shorts of my Facebook memory post of books that I've read like eons ago. Um, for those of you that have been around for a while, you may remember I did a couple of Facebook memory review videos where you know how on Facebook you get the back in time memory recaps. And so when those would pop up, they would show the little blurbs that I wrote about books that I had read. And some of them were like 3 years ago, 5 years ago, way, way back when. And so I had made videos of those snippets that I had wrote. Well, those got kind of long. So what I decided to do was switch it up and make those into shorts. So you won't see the video for those old Facebook memory book snapshots. You will find them in the shorts. And I'm working on that. So they are coming up. So keep an eye out on those. And it's just another way that you can add more books to your to be read list. And I believe you can like and share and comment on those shorts as well. So if you want to do that, go right ahead. With all that said, let's go ahead and get into this current book. And so the current book is called Just the Nicest Couple by Mary Kubica. I don't know if I pronounced that right or not, but this is the cover. Kind of mysterious cover, isn't it? What is that about? So, let me tell you a little bit about this book. This is a story about finding out what happened to Jake and who is to blame. Jake is the focal point, but it's the other characters and their actions that carry the story. So let's find out who the main players are. So there is Jake, who is a surgeon, and he is married to Nina, an English teacher. Jake and Nina have had problems in their marriage and currently are not in a good space. Jake wants Nina to spend more time with him when he isn't working. This is all fine and good. However, Nina's mom's health has declined and she is needing assistance, which this takes Nina away from spending time with Jake. Now, Jake and Nina have an argument and he hasn't returned home since. Nina has a friend from work named Lily. Lily is a math teacher who is married to Christian, a market research analyst. Lily and Christian have a pretty good marriage. Christian is certainly still blindly in love with Lily, but does she feel the same way about him? Lily and Christian have had some upsets during their marriage with trying to have a child. Lily is currently pregnant. It is a concern if Lily would carry this child past the first term, and with all the additional stress, it just makes this concern even greater. Now that Jake has been missing in action at home, it is found out that he hasn't been to work either. This is a big red flag that something is truly wrong. Nina determines this is more than Jake being upset with her and possibly giving her a lesson or deciding to leave her. Jake would never mess up the career he has worked so hard to obtain. The concern level has increased from unhappy spouse to missing person. There is now a search for what has happened to Jake. Nina is desperate to find out what is going on and begins to play detective. Nina believes Lily and Christian may know something about where Jake is. Lily has confided in Christian that while at a local park, she ran into Jake and he assaulted her. Lily says she got away by using a rock to hit Jake and that she left him there bloody and injured. With the amount of blood, Lily is scared she may have killed him. Christian is all set to protect his wife at all costs. This starts a chain of events to cover up and play detectives to find out what really happened to Jake. Is Lily being truthful about what happened in the park? Where is Jake and what condition is he in? The story that unfolds is rather intense. The actions of the main and side characters will keep you guessing as to what happened to Jake and who will be implicated of a crime and what their motive may be. You all believe who is responsible for Jake's disappearance and why, okay? I know this was not what I was thinking at all. I was like not even in the ballpark, okay? It just came from left field like, what? So there are some warnings to give. There is description of a miscarriage and of the after steps that take place. There is cheating mentioned and there is a mention of a physical assault and death described. There are no discussion questions provided in the book. And so some topics to discuss could be, would you cover up a crime to save a person you love from being prosecuted? If so, what crime would you be willing to cover up? How far would you go to find a missing loved one? Do you think law enforcement does enough to find those reported as missing? Do you think in certain circumstances the 24-hour or 48-hour requirement for a missing person should be waived? Do you believe that the parental bond should be more powerful than the marital one? Why or why not? If you were Christian, what would you have done the same or different? Do you think Lily should have been charged? And if so, what charge would you give her? Why do you think the spouse is always the first suspect? Do you think children change the decision to stay or leave a relationship? And how so? Did you figure out who was behind what happened before it was revealed? Do you think the reasoning justified the action? Well, without giving too much away, these questions can spark good conversation. And I am sure after reading it, you may come up with more conversation topics. I did listen to the audiobook version, and it's 10 and a half hours long. The narrators are Brittany Presley and Gary Heidman, which did a good job conveying the story. I think Brittany could have amped up the vocals on Nina's part to make it more emotionally impactful. The narrator did a good job making Lily a little whiny. Um, at least that's how she came off to me. Okay. So I felt Lily was very manipulative and wasn't giving a full story. It felt very suspicious. I mean, she felt very suspicious. And Nina, I mean, she kind of was the typical wife trying to figure out what's going on with her husband. And poor Christian, he was just, they say women can be digmatized. Well, Christian was vaginatized. He was just, Lily was just pulling him by the nostrils, okay? So, yeah. This book is under the genre of thriller, which I agree, however, on the lower spectrum of it for me, anyway. I would add this under the mystery category. The author did a wonderful job keeping you guessing as to how things were going to play out and who was behind it all and why. The reveal was where did that come from? I mean, I did not see it coming. It was a well-rounded story, very well paced. I felt, the high points were a little bit more heightened than just like the regular parts of the book. So that is why I gave this a 9 out of 10. So if you haven't read the book, go get it and tell me what your thoughts are. If you have read the book, comment your thoughts as well. I want to know what you think about this. I want to know, did you figure it out before it was revealed? Because I didn't see it coming. I just did not see it coming. So thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and click subscribe, like, and share. Now, I know you are watching these videos. Why you have not subscribed yet, I do not know, because I know you're coming back to watch them. So you might as well go ahead and subscribe, click the little bell so you get your little notifications and just enjoy. Enjoy. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't cost you anything to like. It doesn't cost you anything to share. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. So, if you are liking this content, if you want to see more of this content, please go ahead and subscribe. Okay? Make this worth my while and hit that subscribe button because I'm certainly not getting paid. Okay? This is really a hobby. I'm not getting paid for this. So, make it worth my while and let me see that subscriber number increase. Okay, that's all you have to do. I'd be a happy camper to see that number get higher. Okay, So that's it for this round. So until next time, keep turning the pages, my book lovers.